Is this the biggest TV show delusion of all time? Let's talk about it. Basically, gathered a little bit of everything over the last few days, and I've seen it everywhere. All over IG, threads, from other people, you name it. This is a big deal for television, apparently, and or for the unemployed, depending on how you look at it. Basically, I'll just go through all the facts and everything, and then I'll give my opinion on it. A lot of people aren't very happy with the ending of Stranger Things and the show altogether. A lot of people are coping really hard about the ending of Stranger Things, and so I just kind of wanted to go through it because I thought it was very interesting and very funny and kind of a crazy concept if it's true. But as of right now, we don't know, but I thought it'd be cool to go through everything and either see how delusional people are or how on point people are once the actual final episode actually comes out. So we're gonna go through some stuff. Starting off, I want to start off with this screenshot I took, and it was kind of interesting because it's the Netflix UK, but it says one last episode. And then I do have it timestamped. I have it screenshotted and everything, but one last episode. What I think is kind of funny is if you go to their Instagram now, there's nothing there. Same Instagram account, same post, everything. You can put them side by side. It's literally the same thing, just completely different bio. And if you go through all the other Netflix accounts from all different regions and everything, they all apparently have their own individual like teaser to there being like a real final episode that isn't the finale that we got. That's a whole other thing. This one to me was the most interesting one though, which is why it's the only one I'm showing. And then kind of going on from there, there's tons of websites that basically just go over it, and I just think a lot of it is so interesting. So, for example, this, if you ask me, this one is kind of a stretch. To be honest, think a lot of them are kind of a stretch, but not a coincidence. They changed the order because they knew we would notice. And what does it say? X, it's a lie. We're not crazy. I don't know about that. And that's the thing with all of these too, is they all kind of make sense and they all could kind of work. And I think that's like the coolest part about it is like these all could realistically work and make complete sense, but at the same time, like a lot of it, like I just said, is a stretch. Apparently they're all sitting the same way, which you could defend or you could argue that that's also pretty normal for the situation. I've also heard, I don't think it's on here, them wearing orange gowns instead of green, I think it's supposed to be. And then these ones, I don't know, them looking at the camera, like first of all, these are who they're focusing on. They're not looking at the camera. They are looking at this. This is why it's all just so funny and borderline delusional. They're not gossiping about us. They're looking at what's going on. Like, you go anywhere and you see this happen, you're going to be looking. These are literally just pixels. Like, I don't even think it's a person, to be honest, right here. Very silly, in my opinion. Blank sign. Sure. Could just be the back of it or just like an error like they had all throughout the season. And then this one, I think it's just like a little Easter egg for the finale. I don't think that has anything to do with nothing. Again, it's not breaking the fourth wall. That's just the camera angle. I don't know how these are breaking the fourth wall whatsoever. Can we all agree the most clear proof of conformity gate is when the speakers and everything's literally turned straight to us, like that blew the fourth wall so bad? Disagree again. I don't know how that's breaking the fourth wall personally. It's just kind of showing like how Mike is getting his resolution basically. I don't know how that's breaking the fourth wall. The dial's changing colors again. Why would they show us a scene of Holly saying the carousel is the wrong color to indicate that something is wrong, then have the dial be the wrong color? It's not. She brought it up because that's an important piece to them discovering the next step of getting out. Yeah, so that's another one. Like there's so much you can go through. Like we just touched on this. I think it's kind of whatever. The stance throughout the seasons, I do think, could be something, but they said there's no coincidences, but I would argue that there definitely is. I don't get this one, to be honest. I think this one's extremely silly. All the Wheelers ended up looking exactly like Ted Wheeler, something they never wanted to become. Why? Why did they never want to become him? I never understood that. And the hair, like, does it really look like his too much? Like maybe Mike's, but even then, again, silly. Super, super silly. The dial in the radio tower changes colors between scenes. Could literally mean anything too. They could have continuity error, they messed up or whatever. The idea that Steve's a baseball coach because Vecna only saw him with a baseball bat. Here's one of the super, super big ones, okay? On mobile version, apparently it shows it a lot better and a lot cleaner, and I will have a screenshot of it. On desktop version, see, I'm just on the main homepage, and I already have them pulled up here, but season 5, episode 9. Obviously, there's no episode 9, but if you search it up, the first thing that pops up is the show, which is interesting. And then, a few more here and there. Fake ending, it's the first few that pops up. At first, I thought this was very interesting and very coincidental. On mobile, especially, if you search it up, the Stranger Things, the show, just this one, is the only thing that pops up, which I can completely understand why people were speculating so hard about that and like really feeding into it. But I was kind of thinking about it, like, one, on desktop, so much more pops up. It is kind of funny that this is the first thing that pops up, but personally, I think it's just algorithmic because, like, yeah, there is no episode 9, but it's still season 5 and it's still one of the hottest shows on Netflix right now. And that's why I think it pops up personally. Same thing with fake ending. I think it's the keyword ending. I think because it was the finale, that's why it was popping up. I don't think it has anything to do with fake. I think it's just the keyword ending. Same thing, season 5. Not the episode 9 has nothing to do with it. I think the season 5, those keywords are the reason those pop up first. Personally, I could be wrong. I don't know how their algorithm works, obviously. And this is only a few things that basically scratch the surface on Conformity Gate.
Force conformity. That's what's killing.
I think the whole thing is super, 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 super interesting and kind of crazy and a little bit delusional. As much as I want to feed into it, and this is my opinion on the whole thing, as much as I want to feed into it, I really just do not believe that that's going to be the case. I am content with the ending. Season 5 wasn't my favorite, but I think what they did with the ending was pretty good. I think they did what they needed to do. I think it could have been better. The writing could have been better. The timing of things could have been better. But overall, I'm content with the ending. And I have no issues with it, like any main, like super big issues. But if they did end up doing an episode 9, I think that would be like insane and revolutionary and like game changing. Don't think any other show has ever done that of all time. At least maybe in the streaming space, but I think a lot of people are disappointed and not content with the ending, which I think is super fair. I think it's kind of taken a very bad effect on people, really stretching and reaching for something else, a different conclusion than the one they got, which is why I think it's a little delusional.
Oh my god, guys, Conformity Gate is real. All the signs are there. It is confirmed that the Duffer Brothers are going to be dropping a secret ending soon. I knew we should have believed in them all along. They planned this out since the beginning, is what I would say if I lost my damn mind. Conformity Gate is actually a fan theory that is so good, it would have made the Stranger Things finale so much better. That's how I know it's not happening.
I don't think there's going to be one. I think they're doing too much post-show rollout. Like, for example, we have the Dead by Daylight and Stranger Things Chapter 2. Hear me out. I think if they were going to do another episode, they would have done a little bit of promo, a little bit of like reminiscing like they have been, but then it would for the most part be like radio silent in my opinion. I don't think they'd be doing all of these things like the collab with Dead by Daylight or the behind the scenes or the Stranger Things 85 animated show, which is basically all my examples. They have Dead by Daylight, they have the behind the scenes coming out on the 12th, and then they have the 85 animated series that's coming out too. I feel like them promoting all of these things is kind of weird if they were going to add another episode. And I could be wrong. I don't know. Basically, I just wanted to rant a little bit about this because I think it's like some of the most delusional but interesting things for TV of all time. And if I'm wrong, I will make sure that I call myself out. I'm trying not to feed into it, like I said, because I am content with how the ending was. Definitely look into it yourself if you're interested. I'm sure there's a lot I missed out, but these were kind of the main things that I thought were the most interesting. I'm excited to see what happens, and maybe we do get an episode 9. Again, I'd love to see that, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Guys, I solved it! It's real! What are you talking about? The conformity gate theory is true! You're coping, all this is nonsense! No, it's not! Look, the dial, it changes colors, and everything adds up to 7! What does 7 mean? January 7th, the final episode! Becca's controlling everyone! Wait, what? Yes, it's a lie! Everything's a lie! Nothing's real! Oh my gosh, he's right!